So hello guys, this is Reena Saxena, founder of Money Goals. Welcome to the first week of Weekends Well Spent, where we are going to create wealth. All you need to do is think, share and write, and you will have the blueprint ready for your future implementation of the financial planning. Now let me start sharing my screen. The Wheel of Life. Now look carefully at the diagram here. This is the circle of life. It's not the circle of money. As you can see, finances are only 1/8, one of the 8 arcs on this circle. But yet this will remain the ruling arc because well-being in this area will determine your wellness in all other aspects. This talks about business and career, physical space, fun and recreation, personal growth, romance, family and friends, and health. Now look at this carefully, what's happening in each arc here. This has a scale of 1 to 10. This is where you will calibrate yourself on this area and decide how do you rate yourself. 10 is the highest, 10 is the best, 10 is ideal, 10 is where you would like to be. 10 is also where you need no further action to be taken. Nobody is going to be at 0 because if you are old enough and mature enough to be a part of this program, you have already reached a certain stage in life. So most of your ratings are going to be somewhere between 1 to 9. Decide where you see yourself as and mark out that area. You can use a colored pen. As of now, I would advise you to take a screenshot of this and later on use pencils or sketch pens to draw this circle for yourself and work out further on this. So just spend some time on each arc, decide where you are. Don't think about where you want to be, just where you are and mark out that. Allocate a number. Now here you can see certain things in between, like this is 6.5, but that depends on your choice. Whatever you decide, you take an integer or this thing, but don't take anything lower than 0.5. There are some principles on how are you going to rate yourself and how are you going to use this circle for goal setting going ahead. If you rate a certain segment as 10, just put it aside for the time being. You are happy and it needs no special effort at this stage. If it is 8 or 9, you are likely to find a way forward to improve the rating in the course of time. So as of now, ignore that and let us focus on areas which need a higher degree of attention and a certain level of action to be taken. If the rating you give yourself is anywhere between 1 to 8, decide where would you like to ideally see it. And the ideal is not always 10. Write down the figure, whatever it is, use a dark colored ink. Write the difference between the ideal number and the rating you have given yourself. The ideal can be 8 or 9. You can decide for yourself that you will be happy if you reach 7 or 8 or 9 in a certain sphere, because being at a 10 in all 8 segments is practically not possible. So this is a case of setting priorities. So the difference between the ideal number and the rating you have given yourself is the gap you need to cover. It is the distance you need to travel. This will be your journey in terms of money management. Now see what exactly has happened to Mr. X. This is a fictional name we give to the person who gave the ratings in this area. Now he rates himself as 6.5 in business and career. So if we take 10 as the ideal figure, the distance to be covered is 3.5. But if 9 is the ideal figure, then this number will change to 2.5. So you have to do a similar exercise in each of the arcs, and the numbers given in the black rectangles here, whatever they are, is the distance that you need to cover. I hope you are with me to this point, and let us crystallize this further by putting these distance to be covered, these numbers in descending order. See what happens here. On the left side is the arc or segment of life, and the right side gives the gap to be covered. Fun and recreation 6, health 5, romance 4, finances 4, family and friends 3.5, physical environment 3.5, business and career 3.5, personal growth 2.5. Now this is on an assumption of 10 being the ideal. It can be less than this depending on the ideal number that you choose. Finances show in a different color because, as I said earlier, this is the ruling segment, and well-being here will determine the wellness of the other 7 segments. Now see what needs to be done. Fun and recreation was the segment where the gap was highest. The first thing that needs to be done is allocating more time. Mr. X perhaps feels that he's not getting enough of this and he needs to get more fun or have a more good time generally in life. So allocating time is certainly a goal, but it is not a financial goal. But setting an entertainment budget is a financial goal. So whatever is in black is something that you need to do, but it is not a money goal. So it goes in a separate bin. What we are really crystallizing here and pulling out are whatever we write in the green arrows, in the green columns. This is where we need to act on, where our financial planning is concerned. Now, health, you need to exercise more, eat healthy. This is not a money goal, but buying insurance is a money goal. Romance, spending more time together is a relationship goal, but the money goal here is setting aside a budget for dating, travel, gifts, or whatever else that you think is necessary to go ahead in that sphere. The finance is about earning more money. It is about saving more money. It is about investing money to get more returns out of what you already have. It may be about setting up passive or additional sources of income. Now, if you are reading, watching TV, consuming free content on the net, this takes time and effort, but this is not a money goal because you are not spending money on this. But if you decide to engage a financial planner or take a paid course on the subject, then you need to set aside a budget for that. Family and friends, time and communication is one thing that you need to put in, which is not a money goal, but socializing needs money, gifts need money. If you think you need to travel to attend more weddings and family dues, etc., then of course you need to take holidays together. So then the budget you need to set aside is higher. Just going out for dinner or a weekend outing of any other kind is regular socializing, which may need a smaller amount. Deciding a gift for budgets is not that difficult because by and large you can calculate the number of birthdays and anniversaries and other events which are important to you, which fall during the other, and where you actually need to send a gift other than just wishing on the phone or social media. So a rough amount can be allocated towards this. The physical environment, if Mr. X thinks he is lacking here, this is serious because this needs a larger amount of money. Just cleaning the space more often is a goal, but this is not a money goal. But if you have to buy a new house or office, if you need repairs, renovation, or upgradation of the existing space, then you need to allocate big amounts for it. It is certainly a money goal. Business and career. What happens in the course of life is you just go around your regular routines, get up in the morning, get ready, commute to work, finish the day's routines, come back, watch TV, spend some time with your family, have dinner, go to sleep. But you have really not put in enough thought to decide where is it that you would like to go and where is it that you're actually going and how will you cover the gap. So the time and the clarity of thought that you need to progress on this aspect is a goal, but it is not a financial goal. But if you think as a result of this exercise that you need to go in for higher studies or you need a higher capital investment in business, then it becomes a money goal and you will need to attach a number to it. Personal growth, there are umpteen free tools and courses available like this one. You need to put in time and effort, select the right kind of tools for you. This needs effort, but no money. Now, what needs money is if you decide to take paid programs or internships or some other development program of that kind. So here you will need to allocate a certain amount in a month or year or the next 3 years as you decide. Now let's summarize all this and see it, what does it look like on one page. Before this, do one more exercise. Now here we have taken just 4 financial goals as examples. Health insurance, buying a house, investments needed for business, investments needed for higher education, hobby courses, upskilling, reskilling. Now what you need to do is attach a number to it. This can be an estimate of the amount that you think it will need. And you need to attach a time frame to it. Whether you need this amount per month, per year, or over a span of the next 3 to 5 years. Now, attaching an amount and a time frame will help you to crystallize your financial goals. Deduct investments which are already made. You already have some money in your kitty. You are subscribed to certain programs, so that is to be taken away from the ideal figure that you, not the ideal, the estimated expense figure that you think you will need, and write down the difference amount. Now, all of us understand Excel sheets, so this is what the result of your efforts so far will look like. Buying a house is a financial goal. If the targeted amount is 50 lakhs, but the amount you already have in your kitty is 20 lakhs. In this case, the gap that you need to fill, the amount that you need to provide for is 30 lakhs. Now this 30 lakhs could come in the form of a loan. It could come in the form of selling some other asset. It could come in the form of inheritance. We can decide that later. But as of now, you need the number written on a piece of paper. Health insurance. Now we are talking about the premium amount here. Say you think the ideal insurance that you need or the cover for all your family members will cost 50,000 a year, and the premium which you are already paying is 25,000. So here you need to look at a better plan, take on additional riders, or maybe you already have an employer's insurance and you need to take on more at a personal level. So the gap to be filled up is 25,000. So this is the amount you need to provide for in your annual budget. These premiums are payable once in a year. Some of them may give you a monthly installment plan. Now, suppose you think the business investment you need to further your business is 5 lakhs and the amount which you already have is 3 lakhs. Or you may not have this amount, but you think this is the amount you can pull out of your profits for the next 1 year. So this is taken care of. Now, what you really need to plan for is the balance 2 lakhs. Now, personal growth, say you want to set aside an amount of 50,000 per year, but you are already subscribed to certain programs for 20,000. So you need to plan for the balance 30,000. I hope you are with me so far and you are getting the gist of the exercise. So I leave the next 2 segments for you to work on. Family, friends, romance, fun and recreation. You can decide on an amount that you will need per annum or per month. See what is it that is already going in and then work out the figure which you need to work for. Now the title of this sheet is First Draft of Your Financial Goal Sheet. This is by no means final. When you actually get down to action, your income, expenses, saving potential, inflation, how do you think your lifestyle or cost of living changing over the next few years, everything will matter. You may need the help of a financial planner. your age group, your risk appetite, how much is the risk you are able to take, because returns are inversely proportional to risk. The higher the risk, higher the returns, and vice versa. So this was our first exercise towards goal setting. It gives you the first draft. It gives you an idea on how to set your financial goals. And here you go, guys. Your financial goal sheet is ready. Thank you very much. See you next week. Next Saturday evening. Thank you so much.